Can you believe it's November? I honestly cannot. Welcome to another one of our reaction videos to the Regretful Parents Subreddit, because I'm yet to be convinced that publicly hating on your children is a good thing. If you're new here, welcome. Let's get right into it. Why don't they tell us? The American dream. House, car, kids. Why doesn't anyone tell us that it's not a dream? It's responsibility that sucks. Even keeping up with hard work is so much work, let alone a child. And more than one. Responsibility, yes. It's a lot. I get it. It can be a lot. You move out of your parents' house, and then it's on you to pay rent. It's on you to work so that you can pay rent. It's on you to go to the grocery store and cook your food and clean up after your own mess, do your taxes, pay the bills if you're a parent keeping your child alive. I get that it's not easy. I get overwhelmed sometimes, more often than I like to admit, but I will make a case for responsibility today. Responsibility is good. Means you have agency. You have control to some extent. You are not just going with the flow to wherever life takes you. You can do little things to improve your life. Little things, sometimes big things. If you are now living in a free country, as hard as the situation may be, there's value in believing that you can change it. You know why? Because there are people in some countries right now that truly have no choice. They can't even say what they want. Some people can't even eat. They can't even leave their countries. Most of us in the Western world have agency. And even if you want to make a case for the old philosophical debate of, do we even have free will or don't we? It doesn't really matter. Because if you can't apply it to your life to make it better, then what really is the point of philosophy? Anyhow, some people hate to be in control. They hate having responsibilities because they hate to be accountable for things. It's kind of offensive to them. Take a look at this comment that I got on one of my videos about the regretful parents. You are verbatim telling people that it's their fault, they dislike their situation, and they need to knock it off and make themselves feel happy about it. This person not only doesn't know what verbatim is, she also doesn't know that taking control of her situation changes lives. When the alternative is to just sit down and complain about how much of a victim you are, any little improvement is better than that. But back to Reddit. Why didn't women talk about how hard it is to each other? Is that because it wasn't this hard in the 50s, 60s, 2000s? Why didn't women talk about the awful pregnancies and labors? Did they really not talk about it? You know, can we really say that? Also in the 50s, 60s, maybe women weren't talking about these things in public because it was a bit more of a taboo to say you didn't like being a mother, granted, but I doubt that they didn't have girlfriends to whom they could confide their troubles. And then my second point is maybe there's value in not complaining. I know I'll get some hate for this, but there is value in holding your head high in difficult situations, stoically holding your head high with dignity. Complaining gets us nowhere and it just makes us more bitter. I only know this because I suffer from the consequences of complaining too much sometimes. So, anyhow, why does it matter if people did or did not tell you? It's not their responsibility. You should make your due diligence and come into motherhood with realistic expectations. It's not anybody else's fault that you didn't. While I say this, I'm well aware that many people will be offended just by my saying that adults are responsible for their own choices. But I'll say it anyways. Let's see it in the comments if I'm right. What I'm trying to say is I didn't have like crazy expectations about motherhood. I knew it was going to be hard. I heard it was going to be hard. And yet, when it really got hard, I didn't blame anybody else. I just powered through because it is what you do. Moving on, nobody told me. Everyone told me how amazing it is and much love there is, blah, blah, blah. No one talks about how much money, time, energy, mental health, etc. goes into it. I mean, like, really talk about it. I wish we did. I think we talk about it at length, actually, nowadays. I, for once, heard a lot about the horrors of childbirth, breastfeeding, and toddler behavior when I was pregnant. I'm sure you did too, Redditor. And look at these headlines and social media posts.
I am getting to a point where I literally do not like my kids. Why is my whole living room, my couch, every fucking thing covered in goddamn toilet water? Why the fuck?
I love my kid. I fucking hate being a mom. I fucking hate being a parent. Like, I fucking hate it. And I feel bad for saying that, but like, I wish someone would have let people with BPD know that like we really shouldn't be moms. Like, having a kid is too fucking complicated. And I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to be responsible for this tiny human. I just want to be responsible for myself, and it's too late now.
What scares you the most about eventually being a mom?
I hate that question. So many things. I feel like, what?
Are you gonna cry?
I don't want.
Wait, what? That hasn't come out before.
It's really scary.
Being a mom is scary.
Everything scares me about motherhood.
What the fuck?
Because I have two kids 14 months apart, and that is fucking hell. And they are both autistic, and they're actually both PDA autistic, as am I.
Are you sure that nobody ever talks about it in 2024? Because I think we're at a point where it has actually become too much. It's mostly what we hear about. And people like me, moms like me, are starting to get tired of it. Not only because it's a very unfair perspective on motherhood, one which misses the point completely, but mostly because this perspective helps no one to have a better life. It actually does the very opposite, in my opinion. And again, why is it so important that, according to you, nobody told you? Why do you want to drag everybody else into your own misfortune? Makes perfect sense now why this Redditor said in the beginning that the American dream is no dream, is responsibility. It's rather a childish understanding of responsibility. It's like the child that keeps asking for a dog and downplaying in their mind all of the responsibilities that comes with the dog. Like, they need to be trained to poop and pee in the right places. They need to be trained not to chew on things. They need to be walked. And then the child gets the dog and doesn't take care of the dog and blames everybody else because nobody told them. I say this with love because I was that child. But I have since, my daughter wants to get it. I have since come to terms with my role in the world, my responsibilities as an adult, as a mom now, as a cat mom too. I take pride in the fact that I care for my family. I work, I pay my bills, I pay my taxes. I keep a mental inventory of all our groceries and cleaning supplies and what we need whenever we go out, with the help of my husband too. And I do all of this while sleeping way less than I used to when I wasn't a mom. It's very hard. It's overwhelming. I get that. It's stressful, but it's also humbling, fulfilling, dignifying. Whenever you're overwhelmed with the responsibilities, remember to be proud that you're still doing it with love, with care, even though it's hard. Other people would have given up already. I know for a fact they would. Some of them are in this very subreddit talking about how much they wish to leave their small children behind and start again somewhere else. I kid you not. They're there. So be proud if you're, doing the things that you should do and being a responsible adult, a responsible parent. That's amazing. Responsibility is not a bad thing. Now, thanks for watching. Hit like. Seriously, my daughter is crying over there because I'm recording this video. Hit like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers so I can become a YouTube partner. Help me. If you like this video, subscribe, help me. I'll make more videos like this. And thank you for watching again, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.